Hello everyone, this is Dan here again with yet another of my Minecraft creations. This time I've got the Sweeper gold farm, or because of all the glittering purple stuff in the air in this box, as I like to call it, the glitter box. This has been in production for quite a while, ever since I learned about the ability in the latest snapshots to make these mega portals. And the problem I ran across was I had no idea as to how to get the Pigmen out of the giant tube of obsidian, because if you know, snowballs don't actually pass through, they kind of disappear into the portals when you try and pass them through, and there's no way for you to get them out yourself unless you hit a Pigmen next to you, and that's sort of very crude and inefficient, and I think not all of them will run because it's such a long tube in any case. So I had to come up with something else, and I really couldn't find a way, so this was put on the back burner for a while I got back to the obsidian farm that me and Panda came up with. And then I kind of just stumbled across JL's video where he was pushing the Pigmen out of portals using ghasts. And that just opened my eyes to a new way that I could use, which you see before you. Yeah, those black squares there, that is no mod, no special anything. This is pure vanilla. It's actually slimes. Yeah, they just look cool, and I thought I should show that first. But here's the other version using ghasts, so you can actually see them a lot better, and it requires less minecarts and everything. This one needs only 5 ghasts and minecarts, whereas the other design for exactly the same portal area requires 10 slimes. So let me just briefly go over how this works. I won't actually show you how the spawning goes, but let's just say that roughly 3 pigmen spawn every 2 seconds, simply because of the amount of portal space available in here. This is a 33 by 33 obsidian frame with 31 by 31 blocks of portals inside it, and it stretches for 64 long. So there's the pigmen, they just get pushed off by this line. Then there's this water collection bin here. This part doesn't need to be here because of all the minecart. It isn't actually there if you use the ghasts because they're larger. But anyway, the pigmen get collected in here and just get carried over right along this water tunnel. Not sure if it was, but I did know that I found out this idea of putting water right next to each other like that from Tango. So Tango, right? Yeah, Tango, and in his villager trading hall, I believe. So I used it here as well to just make sure that it goes straight. Then they fall into here, and there's snowmen here, and either they get pushed out simply because there's so many of them coming along, and the remainders just get shot by the snowman and fall down. Then we've got this. Okay, this is already standard. This has been designed many times, so I won't actually go into detail. Suffice it to say that they fall down, they get killed, items get collected. You can switch it so that they just take fall damage and you can kill them yourself. Which, interestingly enough, if you've got damage potions, does give you a chance of them dropping. Not sure if I have any in here, but wasn't killing them that way. But they have a chance, roughly 10% chance of dropping iron ingots, which is 9 iron. What are they called? These things. Iron, gold nut. I was saying iron, wasn't I? Wow. Anyway, gold nuggets and gold ingots, yes. Way too much time spent in iron gold farms. So anyway, they have a chance of dropping gold ingots at 10% of the chance, so you can actually go here, set this to collect mode, wait, say, 5 minutes or so. There would be a hell of a lot of them here. Then just throw in a healing potion, they all get killed, all the items get collected. And yeah, you get iron gold ingots, which even though you need some gold to make the healing potions, it actually comes out as a positive. Just don't let them collect too much, because otherwise you've got so many items going through that they might clog up the item sorter. Yeah, but you should be fine if you do it for every 30 minutes, 20 minutes or so. Anyway, there's all the... Actually, I think 20 minutes is a bit too long. Maybe every 10 minutes would be better. Alright, so there they go again, and it works absolutely fine. Now let's go into the actual technical detail. Let's see, I'll go with, yeah, slimes. Actually, you know what? No, let's go with the ghast side, simply because the rails are positioned a bit further away from each other. Now, for ghasts, we need to position rails with 3 blocks in between. For slimes, we need it to be every other, so one here, one on this one here, one on the one in between, and so on. In here it's rather simple. Not sure exactly who came up with this concept, but I found it while browsing the internet, that apparently you can set up a simple 1-tick redstone clock like so, and just connect it all to the power rails, after which the minecarts go a lot slower. If you do it with just regular minecart speeds, they'll actually just phase through the Pigmen, because the Pigmen don't have, you know, they can't move fast enough to move along. But anyway, along here, there is this small redstone clock setup that I've got here, and you don't actually need it. It's there so that if the line of ghasts / slimes ever get out of sync, so, you know, one is in front and some of them are in the back, you can just flip that switch and it'll turn this off, getting them all to come back, and then you can turn it on, and it'll just turn on the connection to this last what is it, powered rail, and it just sends them off. The reason it's a clock and not just a switch, which you can use, is that if you're getting it so that they're getting out of sync too often, which strangely enough I haven't seen happening. I think that the minecart speeds are actually pretty well done, so they shouldn't actually go out of sync. I was expecting them to go out of sync every now and then, which is why I put this in, where you can turn it on, and every time they come back, they wait for 5 seconds before leaving, which gives them enough time to get back into sync. Anyway, that's a bit on the technical side. For now, you know, let's just watch this as it pushes the Pigmen out, obviously sped up, and that's about it for the video. It's just a quick showcase of this farm I've built, and just leave a comment if you want a tutorial on it, either the ghast version or the slime version. I'll probably do one or the other. Not sure if I want to do both, because they're pretty similar, but there are changes between them that do not allow it to work for both of them. Mostly because, as I said, already mentioned, the slimes have a smaller hitbox, so you need more rails for the portal tube, and at the end you need this setup here with water streams, because you want to get the minecarts to go right all the way to the very edge of the portal, whereas with the ghasts, because of the larger area, it's already there 1 block away, so you can just have a standard drop chute like so. Yep, so that's it for me. I will now leave maybe a 1 minute sped up video of this farm working as it drops off the Pigmen to either one side or the other. And other than that, that's it, and hope you enjoyed it, hope you like it, and you know, subscribe, comment, review, whatever. Right, and leave a comment if you want the tutorial, as I already mentioned, and in the comment just state whether you want the slime version, which I think looks awesome with the black line, but it's slightly less efficient because you can't put these closer together because of the 2 additional blocks at the side. Or if you want the wither version, I've been working too much with withers as well, ghast version, which you can place them a lot closer together, because in here you need 2 on one side and 2 on the other, so you're actually 4 blocks waste on, and that's 4 blocks on both sides. Whereas here you just have a regular one, so you can place them with only a 2 of these farms right next to each other with only a 2 block gap between the tubes. But yeah, personally I actually like the slime version for the simple 2 reasons actually. The black line looks awesome. I mean, just look at it. You can't even see it, they're just getting pushed away for some reason. And number 2 is you don't get the annoying sounds the ghasts make. I mean, really. So yeah, if you want to have this farm and be able to actually stand around with sound turned on, I would definitely recommend going with the slime version, because they don't make sounds. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, leave a comment depending on which one you like the tutorial for, and depending on if I get enough comments, or you know, just whichever one gets more comments will be the one I'll do a tutorial for. So yep, and now for the 1 minute long sped up version of pigs getting pushed off to both sides. This is Dan, signing off. See you guys.